The world has witnessed a year of war in Ukraine. Since Russia launched its first shelling to Ukraine in February 24th last year, millions of people affected. Global problems remain unsolved, while ongoing political moves to stop the war is facing possible deadlock. We have our journalist Iqbal Himawan in Kiev to tell the story.
By Russian forces on February 24, 2022. By the end of last year, Ukraine has become an arena of trench warfare, drone attacks, and artillery battles across regions and villages. 1 year after, Russia continues to launch missiles into all parts of Ukraine, especially in the eastern part, such as Bakhmut, Kupiansk, and Volodar, attacking infrastructure and other targets, vowing to press on while Western countries continue to supply Ukraine with ammunition, equipment, and training. According to the latest UN Human Rights Office data, at least 8,000 civilians have been confirmed killed, including 437 children. Meanwhile, at least 13,000 people were injured, with the true number is likely to be substantially higher. More than 8 million Ukrainians have fled their country and become refugees across Europe since Russia's invasion, with more than 5.3 million others are still estimated to be internally displaced within Ukraine. The vast majority of people who have fled the country have been separated from family members due to Ukraine's restrictions on men of fighting age leaving the country under its system of martial law, which was declared after Russia's invasion. The largest group of refugees are women between the ages of 18 and 59, followed by children between the ages of 5 and 17. The war has also disrupted education for more than 5 million boys and girls. Thousands of schools, preschools, and other education facilities in Ukraine have been damaged or destroyed due to the use of explosive weapons in the war. At the same time, many parents and caregivers are reluctant to send children to school, fearing for their safety. Meanwhile, energy prices have also surged since the war, leading to an increase in household energy costs. This is making households more vulnerable to energy poverty, particularly during colder weather. The war has also been causing a hunger problem in many developing countries. A deal on Ukraine's export of grains through the Black Sea that allowed shipments to resume hangs in the balance as the warring parties fight a proxy battle at a time of deepening global hunger. In peacetime, Ukraine's food exports were enough to feed 400 million people. Its farmers supplied a tenth of the wheat and half the sunflower oil sold on world markets. Its shipments of grains and oilseeds through the Black Sea fell to zero last March from 5.7 million metric tons in February. For Indonesia, the dwindling supply of wheat on world markets due to the Russia-Ukraine conflict has led to an increase in the price of wheat-based commodities. Packets of instant noodles make up a major part of the diet of the country's 275 million people, raising fears of food shortages. The country imported 25% of 2.5 million tons of wheat needs from Ukraine last year. Based on data from the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO, Indonesia is the largest wheat importer in the world with 10.29 million tons in 2020. According to the United Nations World Food Programme, because of the war, the number of people facing food insecurity rose from 282 million at the end of 2021 to a record 345 million last year. Now more than 50 million people are on the brink of famine. And if no peace deal or resolution comes soon, the worst may yet be to come. From Kiev, Ukraine, Iqbal Himawan, Levi Wardana for Metro Globe Network.